Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Dominique Radio, and I let's see. I don't even know how to go into this, but there is a particular uh, YouTube channel owner who several of my lovely, wonderful, amazing subscribers have noted that I should address. Um, and I noticed that today he came up on one of the Brandy sites. And his name, or her name, I'm not sure the gender of the individual, is Brandy Ku Klux Klan. And I particularly am offended by the person's name, but part of me wants to just make the assumption that they are a younger individual with a little less information about the history of our country and the history of hatred and the history of bigotry. So therefore, they probably don't see the significance of such a name. So part of me wants to forgive them for that. But I did have the opportunity to send this individual a note. I sent him a note, and just said, it's great that you got your channel and you guys got 30 subscribers, and it's nice. But I did recommend to him that he kind of cool it down or maybe change his name if he was doing it in the name of Brandy, because you don't want people to. I don't think people would do this, but I mean the truth is that there's some shallow people out there who connect, the fan base to the actual artist, and I don't want this person is going after Beyonce or J Hud or whoever, like in the name of Brandy, and then of course the response of those who are upset with the way that he's communicating is that they're going to say, well, forget Brandy. And I just don't think that Brandy deserves to have that negative press because somebody else decided to have an ignorant name or to say something ignorant. At any rate, I sent a nice message to him, and I mentioned like the Brandy community, and I want to read. I'm just called to him because I don't know what the gender of the person is, and I'm going to keep forgetting. So let's say him. I wrote a letter to him, and he wrote me back and then said, LOL, the Brandy community, as he was saying, oh, ha, 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 the Brandy community. I hail the queen, she is my queen, and I serve her loyally. You Brandy fans sit back and let flops like J Hud, Sierra, Rihanna, etc. try to take the queen's spot. I shut all those wannabes down and their stands. I know you mad sis, but where was you when the Mary stands came for the queen? Where was you when the Aaliyah stands came? Nowhere. You Brandy fans sit back and do nothing. And that was the message. And number one, I mean, he or she did not know that I was not their sis. So I'm going to allow them to marinate on that. I'm not your sister. But first of all, you can't make such an assumption that there are this in this community of Brandy fans, the millions of Brandy fans that are out there, that we have just sat somewhere casually and allowed people to talk about Brandy, because those of us who do stand for Brandy have definitely came forward and in respectful and disrespectful ways, and classy and non-classy ways, address those stands of other artists. But I think that there's a way that you can do it, without alienating a fan base. Now, somebody's gonna say, well, like if somebody would listen to Brandy Klux Klan's video and decided they don't like Brandy because of that, then they were never Brandy's fan in the first place. But people were shallow, so I don't put anything past anybody. If somebody would name themselves Brandy Klux Klan, somebody would refuse to go buy a CD by Brandy because a Stan made them mad. And honestly, I was thinking about this a while ago. Like, Stans do have a great effect on, like whether somebody else like goes out and buys a CD. Everybody who knows me knows that I love Brandy. Now, sometimes I do walk on eggshells with certain people because, I'm one of those people that does think that I think Brandy is the greatest artist of her genre ever. Like, I'm not comparing her to like a Patti LaBelle or a Whitney Houston, but for me, she's on top. Now, people who know me, are going to say, "Oh my gosh, he's kind of crazy about Brandy." So I'm not going to tell him that I'm buying Brandy's album because I don't want to give him that satisfaction. Or other people will come up to me and say, "Oh, I bought Brandy's album. It was really nice. Thanks for recommending it. Like, I love it." So we as stans do have an effect on other people when it comes to them buying our favorite artist's music. And so that being said, like, it really upsets me to see that somebody is out there like being so negative in the name of Brandy. Like, first of all, Brandy is not the only artist. She's not the only great artist out there. There are a lot of great artists out there, and I'm willing to admit that. I got J Hud's, who he lists in here. Like, I have Rihanna's album. I have Jennifer Hudson's album. I don't have Sierra's album. I don't buy Sierra albums. But, that being said, oh, did y'all hear that Sierra shade? It's kind of not really Sierra shade, but whatever. But, like, I think I lost my train of thought. Anyway, like, I just wish that, like, I hope that there are people out there who don't, like, get an attitude towards the artist, or not shallow enough to say, "Ooh, I don't like Brandy because of something that some idiot, posted on the website." And I think that, people should be able to separate, that fanaticism, and, just know that not everybody out there is just going crazy. And, just a word to Brandy Klux Klan, I don't have anything against you as a person. I appreciate that you responded, and most of all, I appreciate that you're standing for Brandy, because Brandy is an artist that deserves that. But I think that what I found is the greatest way to get people to really, those who don't support her, to really get them to see how great of an artist she is just really to pump her music. I don't have to down other artists. I don't have to say, "Oh, Brandy is better than such and such and such," or "You're a person in this or that," and then go into their personal life. I can just say, this is the impact that Brandy's music has had on my life. Therefore, I will suggest that you listen to it. If you like another artist, so what? Now, I love Mary J. Blige too. And I know that people say, "Well, oh," and I know that other stans can be pretty harsh. I'm not naive to that. I know that other people act up and they act crazy, but that don't mean that you have to sink to that level. Like, I think that you can be classy and respectful, and at the end of the day, we don't even know any of these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know Brandy. All I know is that she makes good music. So I think that we should try our best to respect these artists for what they do, and that even goes for me too. Sometimes I can get a little crazy on Beyonce, but I try not to not to disrespect her as a person. So, I hope we can be respectful, and I appreciate Brandy Klux Klan responding to me. However, I would like him or her to change their name. So at the very least, people are not confused about, I don't know, whatever. I think that's enough rambling. I'm gonna let it go.